What's up, everybody? Rob Nakamura, and I'm here with the High Chief, Zac Pauga. Together, we're fully hydrated, and we're going to get right into what we're going to do. Some Polynesians making predictions when we look forward to the upcoming UFC event. This one headlined by Tom Aspinall and Cyril Gane. UFC 321, we don't do the whole card, just main card only, and we will give you one each, a banger alert, something on the card that's really good that you should be checking out. And my man, you ready? So, first fight, on the main card is Alexander Rakic versus Azmat Mirzakhanov. The odds makers have this very close. I like to call this the go fuck yourself line. There's negative money on both sides, so the house is making money. They don't care about what you pick. Negative 105 for Rakic. Negative 115 for Mirzakhanov. Not going to go any deeper than that. Zach, what you got?
I'm picking Mirzakhanov here. He's really good. He's just inactive for some reason. Rakic used to be a contender, a hot streaker, but he's kind of fallen off fighting really good guys, right? He lost to Jiri. He lost to, what's his name? He's fighting really good guys, but he has been slipping a little bit. And Mirzakhanov is the dude. He's the next big thing at light heavyweight if he'll just fight more than once a year.
Man, it took me a little second to help you out. I'm sorry I couldn't assist you right away. But yes, he lost his last fight was to losing to Ankalaev, former world champion, a guy who was busy tangling up with AP. Lost to Jiri, you mentioned that, and lost to other world champion Jan Blachowicz. Discredit the guy all you want, right? Like, that's the problem I'm having is that his wins are like literally 4 years ago. We were ragging on Cheeto for that, but it's even longer for Ratchet. And it hurts me because honestly, pretty big Ratchet fan. I just can't support him in this campaign. I think Mirzakhanov is a rising ship, and I don't know. I just don't know who Ratchet is 2025, to be honest. So my pick is Mirzakhanov. All right. Going to your favorite division, the heavyweight division, we got Alexander Volkov versus Jailton Almeida. And the odds makers have Mr. Almeida, the favorite, negative 175, plus 145 for Volkov. What you got, Mr. Pauga?
So I love it when I give you guys underdogs to bet on. I'm going with Volkov. I've sat in the corner against Volkov twice. When we fought Curtis and we fought Alistair. Volkov is the most impressive heavyweight fighter I've ever seen and watched fight. He's a freak. Sometimes he just doesn't show up. He does weird stuff. Gets KO'd in the last second by Derek Lewis. Loses a point striking fight to Gane the first time. I thought he won the last Gane fight, but still has a weird wrestling match with Gane. So some weird times he doesn't show up, but he is a phenomenal fighter. And I think Almeida, right? I was in the corner against him when Curtis fought him. The blueprint is out versus Almeida. He just wants to wrestle, just not the wrestling. And Volkov can do that. Volkov, I watched Curtis wrestle him for 5 rounds. Volkov can at least keep himself safe until he can get back on the feet. So I'm going with Volkov here.
That's great. And I'm glad to have your thoughts, especially being so close to their abilities and seeing what's up, being in the corner on the opposite side of them. But there's no better point of view, to be honest, because you don't have that bias of being their friend, right? You're on the other side and you're judging their skills honestly. My pick is far less intelligent than Zach's. Far less. All right, here's the thing. Am I looking too far in the future? Absolutely, but I'm about to explain it. If Volkov wins and if Aspinall wins later on, that's probably the matchup that's going to happen, and I have no interest in seeing that fight at all. So for my personal fandom, I would rather see Almeida versus Tom, if that is to happen. So by complete sloppy, selfish viewership with no intelligent breakdown, picking Jailton. And to back up what I'm saying, because the first fight against Tom was such a one-sided shit show. I don't want to see that rematch. That's my reason. Only reason.
If Almeida somehow wins the belt, then Curtis, he'll want a rematch with Curtis since Curtis knocked him out. Hey, Curtis can go win the belt.
Woo! I love this. But yeah, solid. All right, we're going to the next one, which are Nurmagomedov versus Mario Bautista. The odds makers are not shy about this one at all. -450 for Nurmagomedov, plus 330 for Mr. Bautista. Mr. Pauga, what you got?
I do not like Umar Nurmagomedov. I want to pick against him so bad. I hope he loses. But if you're asking who I think will win the fight with the odds makers here, with Umar Nurmagomedov, I've thought Bautista lost his last 2 fights, man. I haven't been, or no, he beat Patchy. Didn't beat Jose Aldo. And I think Umar smokes him.
I think you're super correct on that on an intelligent format going with Vegas. Vegas doesn't put these kind of Nurmagomedov fighting for the title. He got smoked for the title. Get back in the queue, bro. Fight like 5 more people.
Yeah.
But the way this storyline is playing out, this is next batter up for Merab. And so I'm hoping, besides whooping Patchy's ass, the fight can be marginally close and the refs could be texting, go ahead. Let's go, Bautista.
My big thing about that too, with Umar, right? He jumped the line. He jumped everyone, jumped the line. You lost. You don't go from 7 to 1 to 2. No, you go back to 8, dude. Like, go all the way back down.
I'm going to throw my second gripe in there. We all know this. As human beings, we all know this. Anybody that's played any sport of doing anything knows this. But for some reason, the rankings are so bujanky. All right. Co-main event, the ladies. Vacant strawweight title. Verna Jandiroba versus Mackenzie Dern. The odds makers have Ms. Dern as the favorite, -140, plus 110 for Ms. Jandiroba. And Zach, what you thinking?
Dude, so I got to bring you guys some real intelligent breakdown here. That Mackenzie may be the most attractive woman in the UFC. Maybe.
The way the internet reacts.
She, top legit dime piece. And Verna has just fought look at her last 7 fights. She's just fought the most attractive girls in the UFC, and she smokes them. They don't want her to have the belt, but they've just given her every new hot thing, one after another, after another, after another, and she smokes them all. And so now she's gonna smoke the top, the most attractive one for the belt, and that's the end to the beautiful story here for Verna.
And since we're going with less than intelligent takes, I know for a fact, and I wish I was calculating it all these years, based on bros' public opinion of who's hotter and notter, the less attractive ladies win by a way bigger margin in MMA. I don't know what it is between having less people gawk at you and being able to whoop ass. That's some kind of equivalent. I'm not saying it always works that way, but there is a staggering high amount for the lower number scoreboard, if you will, on the hot scale to come across in fighting.
Well, that's just science, though. That makes sense. That's me. When you see girls fighting, 2 girls fighting, you don't know anything. You bet on the ugly one.
Yeah, because they got pent up stuff that they need to let out on that pretty face across the way. Honestly, though, I'm looking forward to all the weirdos on X outing themselves because they say the most wildest stuff every time Dern fights. Just some thirsty, weird brothers show up. And so I'm just looking forward to that highlight reel. But my pick is also with Verna. I'm going with you because, not because of any great science, but I just can't imagine what the internet trying to move through the MMA public sphere will be like if Dern becomes champion. So let's go, Verna.
So this is a good little spin-off talk. Is this what we're doing? Because Ilya did it, right? And now Weili did it. If you want to move up, is the UFC making people vacate the title?
No, they're not making you vacate if you want to go up, but they are very apparently very hard-nosed on you have to then defend the belt that you're from.
Oh, they're going to make
Yeah.
you defend it. So there's no more Connor just running away with the belt.
Honest.
I'm not going to go up and fight twice.
Yes, exactly. All right. Going up to a division where you don't really have to worry about that, because if you're in this division, you're here for good reasons, because you're massive. All right. The UFC heavyweight, the main event, Tom Aspinall, Cyril Gane, and let's see what the odds makers think. Well, also pretty clear. So Vegas not mincing their feelings, negative 425 for the champion in Aspinall, plus 320 in the Frenchman in Gane, and the heavyweight of our show. Go ahead.
So if you are fans of the show, you know, I never look at the odds. I don't know anything about the odds. I literally posted on X yesterday. I go, why are people pretending like this is a close fight? Like Tom is going to absolutely smash Cyril. Tom is going to destroy Cyril. And then like 50 people were like, yeah, dude, that's why he's plus 400 or whatever. I go, oh, well, I didn't know that. But I'm just watching the UFC's commercials and they're trying to make us feel like it's a close fight. But Tom, Vegas knows what's up, right? Tom is going to absolutely destroy Gane. Like some of the comments on my X post were saying that like, oh, if Cyril can keep it on the feet, blah, blah, blah. First off, he can't. First off, Cyril cannot keep it on the feet. Second off, Tom will knock your head off on the feet too. He's has tons of KOs. He knocked out Pavlovich. He knocked out Sergey Pavlovich. Like Tom is, unfortunately, this John Jones situation stole from us how great this dude could actually be. And hopefully, I hope that this starts it off and he defends it, 12 times and he gets to be who he deserves to be. But he could have had 3 or 4 defenses already if he wasn't sitting around waiting for John Jones.
That's honest. That's real stuff right there. And I just got to say, man, I am so sick of Cyril Gane getting title shots.
Right.
I mean, I don't ever want to call an athlete undeserved, but I have to. In this case, he just gets way too many shots, way too many opportunities. And we're here now at this fight that not a lot of people want. I hear people like literally picking just because out of hatred. There's this blind hatred to Aspinall. Some people don't, want his success. And then other people are like, this guy who's not even supposed to be in this position to win. Don't have any feelings about Tom other than when the British get too enthusiastic and start talking crazy stuff. And so it's more the fan base of Tom that I don't like. Tom himself, he's proven himself to be a killer. He's great on the feet, amazing on the ground. He's a total package heavyweight, something that the championship and heavyweight champion have been waiting for that label for generations, is to have a completely well-rounded fighter, which Tom is. So I don't even know, man. Honestly, I'm a little bit between a turd burger and a shit sandwich, just knowing that the two fan bases, the two fan bases are going to be.
I was going to say, I don't know where all this hate for Tom comes from, man.
Any other final thoughts or anything before we go our separate ways?
For me personally, I am fighting Karate Combat Halloween night, October 31st. Tune in to see. It's going to be a good one. Only one fight this time. It won't be 3, but tune in and watch.
Yeah, dude. I'm so glad for that. I'm so glad for that announcement. First off, blessings, all the best. Go get them. And that card is pretty stacked, dude. Uriah Hall is making his KC debut. Luis Pena, formerly of the UFC, formerly of Tough, too. Yeah. Tough as an acronym. Yeah, that's great, dude. I'm really looking forward to it. Man, Halloween just got a lot better. So all the blessings on that. Folks, thank you for going the distance with us. Like, comment, share, tell a friend. You know how it goes. And, well, it's been a good time. We'll see you next time. But in the meantime, stay fully hydrated. All right.
This is placeholder media that you'll see if you add a layout to an empty scene. You can go ahead and delete it.